Hey, welcome back to Boomer TV. We're so glad you're joining us tonight. Usually he starts the show, but he let me tonight, so I'm pretty excited. Oh, guess who the stars of your broadcast are this evening?
Shirley Patterson.
No, Glenn Bill.
Oh, Glenn Bill.
We also have Jill Dittmeyer.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, me too.
And she is Julie Patterson.
We're going dancing. You'll like it.
Yeah, this is the only way I'm going dancing.
So I'm Julie Patterson.
I'm Paul Poteet, noted ballroom dancer and Boomer TV co-host.
You don't have the glitter ball, no.
No.
We're going to have a great show for you tonight, though. We're very excited about it. All of those people will be on. We're going to do some ballroom dancing.
We're going to go cultural, too.
Yes.
Not that dancing's not cultural, but we have a trail set aside for that. And bikes to take on the trail.
Yeah, the Pacer bikes. And then the Palladium. It's beautiful. It sounds amazing. And there's a lot of great architecture there, too.
All right, you ready to step out?
Yeah, we got some surprises as well.
There's always something along the way, along the trail.
Let's step out.
Here on Boomer TV.
Okay.
High kick.
I don't know how to. Oh.
Boomer TV is made possible with support from
Westport Homes, dedicated to building homes for every chapter of life, with plans and details that match a customer's specific needs and style. More information on Westport Homes' lifestyle collection, including community locations, at westport-home.com.
With over 70 years of combined legal experience, Altman, Poindexter, and Wyatt attorneys serve clients throughout Central Indiana with wills, trust, and estates. More information is available at apwlawyer.com.
Unique Home Solutions, serving more than 30,000 homeowners since 1983. Providing home remodeling services from minor updates to complete renovations with a mission to improve appearance and efficiency. More at uniquehomesolutions.org.
We're off to the Palladium, which is a couple of years old now.
It's been there a little bit.
Yeah, it's been there a while. Been big-time entertainers go through there all the time, nationally known acts.
Yeah, they have a lot of great acts.
They have a lot of great architecture, too. So.
And I hear the sound in there is amazing.
It's acoustically perfect.
It is?
You could hear
Oh my gosh, I want to hear it. Be quiet. Let's hear it.
Shh, let's hear it from
Start that segment. Roll it.
Go, Jill Dittmeyer.
The Center for the Performing Arts is actually a number of venues: the Tarkington, the Studio Theater, and of course the Palladium. You've probably seen it from the outside, and perhaps you've been inside to see a show. But have you ever been in the dressing room, in the basement, or on the stage? That's where we're going. Come on. I'm entering stage right into the beauty, the grandeur of the Palladium. This is any performer's dream. It's gorgeous. Look at all the seating, and of course, the man in the know here, Jeff Steig, the VP of Operations. It's captivating, it's breathtaking, but there's a lot of thought and science and planning behind it.
Yes, there was, and that was one of the great things about when they were talking about Performing Arts Center here is the acoustics, the sound. That was really what was going to set us apart from other performing arts venues in the area, in the region, and in the nation. The architects and the acousticians got together and came up with a great way to not only deliver great acoustics through a canopy system, but allow the architecture to shine through that system. A lot of times you'll find canopy structures are opaque surfaces, wood, plaster, but the architect wanted his vision to shine through, and the acousticians wanted their vision to be heard. So they came up with a good mashup, if you will, using tempered glass. Any weekend, and we'll have 4 completely different performances. We could have a pop and rock show Thursday night, a jazz show Friday night, a classical show Saturday night, and then Sunday we could wrap it all up with a comedian. So we go truly from one end of the gamut to the other. So we have to be flexible enough and be able to tailor the room to each particular performance. So with the glass canopy structures, we actually can raise and lower those structures depending upon what we're trying to do.
Something else that's very unique about the Palladium is the seating. I mean, you have seating in the round and around and in the back and up. and all over the place. So the performers are going to sound good, the audience is going to be able to hear them well, but they have to look good too, and that's another component of the Palladium, the dressing room.
Yes.
You're going to give us a little sneak peek inside
Let's go
of
take
there,
a
too?
look.
Let's do it, come on. So just right off the stage, or left off of the stage,
Yep.
are the dressing rooms.
Yes.
Easy to find for
Easy
the
to find,
performers.
close to access. A lot of times they'll need some place that they need to get off stage very quickly to change their outfit. And so this provides within 10 feet of the stage an area for them to be able to do that.
Boy, what a lovely plush dressing
Little
room to
home away
find.
from home, yeah, exactly. And you know, we're really trying to cover all their amenities while they're here. So every dressing room we have in the facility has its own restroom and shower.
So that's what's in here,
Exactly.
probably. And that's just convenient. Even nicer than a hotel, I would say, to be honest with you. Very
Yep.
spacious.
We also provide a TV monitor and audio feed, so when they're sitting in the dressing room, they still have access visually and audibly to what's going on stage.
Now, there's another place in this Palladium that's called the basement that also plays a really big role in the enjoyment for, once again, the audience and the performers. And
Yes.
you're going to take us there, too?
Yeah, let's go take a walk.
Here we go. Holy cow, this is a whole nother world under here, Jeff.
Welcome to the basement.
Oh my goodness, and the stage is up here?
Seats, actually. So we have the first 3 rows of seats are what we're looking at the bottom of right now. So this is row AA, double B, and double C. We have the ability now with those first 3 rows of seats and this lift mechanism, in about 25 to 30 minutes, we can take all those seats off the lift, bring them down here, wheel them right where we're standing right now, and go back up and either extend the stage another 10 feet or offer kind of a dance platform at the audience level or do stairs to the stage. So it's a very versatile use of those first 3 rows of seating.
You also have a lot of extra storage space down here, too.
Yep.
And there's even another level lower than this, you were telling me.
Yeah, we do have a sub-basement that's more of the mechanical equipment that we've kept to the outside of the concert hall. And that's another one of the great things about the way they designed it, is it's actually a room inside of a room. So the interior concert hall, when you walk in and sit down in your seat, is actually completely separated from the outside world. So there's a physical air gap around the entire perimeter of that building inside of the larger structure that also minimizes the sound that comes in from outside.
Well, we've almost made our full circle, and you're going to circle us right on back, aren't
Right
you?
away. Yep.
Let's head back up.
All right. And so now we're back in the south lobby, which is our main entrance. This is where patrons come in 80% of the time for our shows. Provides a nice access point back across to our studio in our Tarkington building, located across the green, and also provides a nice welcoming environment for them to come in.
And you do give public tours of the place.
Yes. Yep. You can sign up for those on our website, and they're offered once a month. I believe it's the first or second Tuesday of every month.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hey, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
For Boomer TV, I'm Jill Dittmeyer.
You know, when I got to Indianapolis, way back in the early 80s, me and Mrs. P.
Man, you're old.
I know. Can you tell? I've tried to hide it. And one of the people who was on the radio is still on the radio back then. So there aren't too many of those people around.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Bernie Egan.
Yeah.
From for many years with WENS and now with B105.
Yeah.
There's talk that maybe he's had enough.
Has he had enough? As long as it's his choice, we're okay with that.
He's hanging up his golden microphones.
Yeah, the R word, retiring.
Yeah.
Let's catch up with him. I would love to do that.
I would love to find out who's managing his money so I could retire too.
Probably his wife.
The best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today, B105.7. I'm Bernie Egan. We're heading home, so hold on for B's Big Bucks. We're going to do it tomorrow. Think about how much fun you could have with $500. What would you do?
You know, I would probably go on vacation.
Well, whatever it takes. Sounds good to me. B105.7.
How the heck are you retiring? You're not that much older than
No,
I am.
I'm
That's
like,
my first question. Why and how?
I'm like 40, and I started here when I was, 37 years ago. I was like, 7. And I just, you know what? There comes a point, and I think a lot of us know it, in the baby boomer world especially, where it's just time. you know it's time. And I gave it a year. I thought about it all the way along, and I'm like, okay, it's time. Let's go. Let's do it. I've lived my dream. This is what I wanted to do when I was 10 years old. I've done it, and I have been so lucky to have been with this company, MS Communications, and it just feels like, you know, I don't want to do it till it's not fun anymore. You know, and it's still fun, and so that's where I want to stop.
What would have been different, do you suppose, if you'd ended up someplace other than MS? I mean, do you ever imagine?
I've thought about that, yeah.
Yeah, what it would have been like?
Because as anybody who's been in any kind of industry, really, there are good companies, there are mediocre companies, and there are bad companies. And so you could end up at any one of those three, and it might have been great, it might have been awful, but in this instance, I landed at a great place with great people. And it just, yeah, I have thought about it, and all I can think is, I'm so lucky.
So what, are they just going to sign off on B105 in the afternoon?
It's going off. No, you know what, people keep asking me what's going to happen, and I have no idea. It's not even my department.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
And so whatever they decide is fine, and like I say, if they want me to do some weekend stuff or fill in, if I'm available, I'll do it, and if they don't, I won't.
Well, more time for you. And the end of an era in Indianapolis radio.
I guess. You know, I've seen all these Facebook posts, and there's so many nice people. It's just like amazing and overwhelming, you know. There was somebody who, when I was 10 years old, I went down to a little 10-watt radio station, and the girl on the other, there were two of them at the time, she remembers the night I came in. And so she posted about it on my Facebook thing. And it was like, how cool is that? Because I remember that too.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it was like one of the greatest moments of my childhood, going down there, and I had to sit on her lap because I couldn't reach the microphone, which was okay too. But you know, she let me talk on the radio.
Oh, I can still remember the first time that I was on. It was at our high school radio station. Huntington North.
There you go.
But I wasn't a high schooler. We were a part of, it was an elementary group where we would sing. They'd bring all the different schools in and sing for a Christmas show. And I remember going into the little room where they had one microphone set up, and they lined us all around the microphone, and that was like the most exciting thing. There's
Is
a
that
microphone.
The best or what?
There's this impressive Shure SM7 behind us right now.
Yeah.
But that was a microphone. I don't know if the TV people, I'm going to lean out of the way so you can see that microphone. You're going to miss that microphone a little bit, probably.
Oh, yeah. You know, there's no question about it. I mean, I might wake up that Monday morning and go, what in the world did I do? But I don't think so.
Well, if you do that, Bernie, please come back and let us know so we can...
do another segment?
We can do a different segment about boomers who've come back from retirement.
Former retirees.
Former retirees.
I'm sure that happens a lot, actually. You know, I'll bet it does.
I guess. I'll tell you, write this down. When I go, that's it.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's seriously.
Well, I mean, retiring.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were leaving.
No, not right now.
Okay.
We have to.
Got it.
We have to stand around
Yes.
and put away the cameras, Bernie. So, but thanks for being on Boomer TV with us. All these years we've known each other. We've never actually. I don't know. Have we been on the air together?
Never. Well, you know what? Yes, you did traffic, and I think
that's right. We were on in the afternoon.
Yeah, and the thing is, we were not in the same place.
Right.
Which is always kind of funny because people envision when they listen to the radio that you're all in the same room. I mean, if we were in the same room, we would have gotten nothing done. He would have been crazy.
That's right. I totally.
Oh, the song ended. We're still talking to each other. Let's turn the mic on. Why not?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm just being told by our producer we've run out of tape 5 minutes ago, and we're still talking to each other.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Tape.
Paul's still using tape, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how old I am.
Yeah.
Well, Bernie Egan, congratulations on your many years of MS service.
It's been fun. And so is this, by the way.
Yes, it
has. It's been great.
See what you're going to be missing? It's kind of fun.
Well, you could always interview me like 5 years from now.
Make it a date. We'll see you then.
5 years from now.
5 years from now with Bernie Egan.
He's living a boring life, but we're going to talk to him anyway.
On Boomer TV.
You know what I'm a big fan of, Paul? Oh, yes. Oh, you for sure. Huge fan of Paul Poteet.
Great.
Absolutely.
Great.
But also a huge fan of the Cultural Trail.
Oh, downtown Indy, yeah.
8 miles of it connecting Wholesale District, Mass Avenue, Fountain Square, all of them. And there's a Pacer bike share along the route. Have you heard of it?
So it's cultural and physical.
Yeah, they're these big yellow bikes, and you're going to learn all about them in this segment.
Hi, we're here with Karin Haley from the Indianapolis Cultural Trail, and we're here to talk today about the Indiana Pacers Bike Share. Could you give us a little information on it?
I would love to. So the Pacers Bike Share program has 251 bikes and 29 stations all in downtown Indianapolis, built along the Indianapolis Cultural Trail. So the Cultural Trail is 8 miles, and if you want to ride a bike, you go up to one of the 29 stations, swipe your credit card, answer a few questions, and off you go. You can check the bike into any of the stations, you can check another bike out at any of the stations, and it's just a great way to get around downtown Indianapolis and explore our city.
How are the boomers enjoying this experience?
They are loving it. Everybody can ride the bikes. They're designed for 8 to 80. So the seats are adjustable, there's bells, there's 3 gears, so it's really easy to ride. There's step through, they've got baskets on them. So we know that we've got a wide variety of people who are using our bikes, men, women. We know we have kids who ride them. We know we've had someone as tall as George Hill ride them.
One of the things you had mentioned about the Cultural Trail is the safety aspect, biking after hours, and maybe tell us about what the hours are where you can use the bike share program.
So the bikes are available 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. They're accessible for everyone at all time. And the winter part, you can even ride them. We clear the Cultural Trail of snow and ice. So for those of you who want to get out and put your coats on, ride in the winter, you can. But for right now in the spring and summer, the lights come on the trail as soon as it goes dark. So we've got beautiful gardens. It's very well lit. There's $4 million worth of art that were invested on the Cultural Trail. So you get a beautiful experience and a new way to see your city. Takes you to neighborhoods, takes you to the top cultural destinations, takes you to Fountain Square, Massachusetts Avenue. It really is the best way to see Indianapolis.
The biggest safety concern for most bikers is helmet use. Can you give us your thoughts on helmet use?
So helmets are actually not required if you're going to ride a bike in the city of Indianapolis or the state of Indiana. Our bikes do meet all of the other requirements. One is to have a noise ringer, so we've got a bell on all of the bikes, and the rest is to have a rear and a front light. And when you start to pedal on these bikes, those lights turn on automatically. So we meet all the safety requirements. So we encourage people, if they want to wear a helmet, bring a helmet, or there's several bike stores downtown listed on our website if you want to rent one while you're downtown.
And I know that you guys are involved in several different programs. You want to hit on maybe the top 1, 2, or 3 programs that the community's enjoying just as much as our bike share program?
My favorite is our new Indianapolis Cultural Trail food tours. So we have a great food scene in Indianapolis, and most of those restaurants and those hot chefs are located on the Cultural Trail.
Awesome.
So Indy Cultural Trail food tours gives you a full, delicious meal. You get to try all these great restaurants. You get an excellent tour guide, and you get to learn about the Cultural Trail, maybe walk off or bike off some of those calories as you're walking. And we've got different distances, biking, walking, short, long trails. Really, there's something for everyone, and it really allows you to experience the great food scene in our city.
All right, so Karin, I've checked in downtown. I've got my bike. Tell me a little bit about the nuances of the bike share program and how it works once I have my bike.
So you check out your bike from a station. You can walk up to a station. You just need an electronic form of payment. You swipe your card, and you pick which bike you want. It starts beeping. You pull out that bike. And then you can go anywhere you want in downtown Indianapolis. And with 29 stations, you check your bike into the nearest station when you get to where you're going. So if you wanted to start maybe downtown on Washington Street, our busiest station is Washington and Meridian, check out that bike right on the Cultural Trail down to Virginia Avenue. We have 3 stations on Virginia Avenue. Check your bike in. You hear it beep 3 times, you know it's in, and then go off, have a great lunch.
So then it locks when it beeps. Okay,
it locks.
Gotcha.
The bikes also have secondary locks, so you can very easily lock these to something else. We do encourage people to lock their bikes in stations because it's just convenient and easy. And bike share is like library for bikes. So you have access to all 250 bikes in the system. You have unlimited 30-minute trips for your $8 day pass. It's really a 24-hour pass for $8. And so we want you to ride basically from station to station, or ride until you're right about 30 minutes, check it in, check it right back out, and keep going on your way. So it's a great way to be downtown on a bike and not worry about what you do with your bike.
We know that it's $8 to rent it for 24 hours. Are there memberships or things like this that people can do so they don't have to necessarily swipe their card every time?
So I think it's the best deal in town, but $80 gets you an annual pass. And when you have an annual pass, you get a card, and you just go straight to the dock, check it. There's no swiping. It's very convenient. There's also monthly passes that are $15 a month. And again, the passes and the 24-hour access, it gives you unlimited 30-minute trips within that year, that month, or that 24 hours which you purchase the pass.
Karin, thank you so much for giving us all this information about the Indiana Pacers Bike Share Program, the Indianapolis Cultural Trail, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the trail. This is Glenn Bill for Boomer TV.
So Paul, I'm curious to know if you can dance. Wait, let me see if you have 2 left feet.
Neither one of them really work. It doesn't matter that there's a left one and a right one.
Can you dance?
When it was time for my son to get married,
Yeah.
Mrs. Poteet, decided maybe it would be fun to have some lessons.
Lessons, so that you could, do the fun
And when
dances
I
at
say
the
lessons,
reception.
I mean lessons for me, not
how'd
for,
it go?
It was not good. 'Cause
Maybe-
sometimes I'm just not exactly what's the word I'm looking for?
Are you
Coordinated.
a recovering dancer?
Yes,
Here.
I'm in a 12-step program. The numbers are on
All
the
right,
little
enough,
feet.
enough. We've got a segment about ballroom dancing. You have to watch this now.
Okay,
Watch it.
thank you. Point me the right direction.
Right this way.
Okay.
So tell me about this freestyle, this ballroom freestyle.
You're not dancing with a partner, and it is designed around the type of class that you would get in a jazz or modern or ballet, whereas you're learning the patterns, you're learning the basic elements. We do drills, we do exercises, and then we put together little routines. Sometimes in the form of a line dance, sometimes it's across the floor, or just different routines. And it's the same thing in sports. Like if you're learning basketball, you're not always playing the game. You're doing drills and you're doing those exercises. So at each point along the way, people have time to really focus and to think creatively about their technique, about their styling, be able to express themselves. People get together and kind of interact and help each other and talk about, working on this routine. And it's a good physical workout, so it's fun, and it's a good way for people to come in without partners and dance. Yeah. And it's the kind of thing where in my class I tell everybody, check your ego in at the door. Everybody is just the same. So you make a mistake, no big deal. You're not competing, you're not having to dance for the judges. I'm not teaching people to be able to get out there and compete. So we start with basic drills. I'll show the men how to do their particular styling. I show the women how to do theirs. We put it together into little patterns. Sometimes then we'll work on a combination with choreography, so people are laughing and joking and getting into it, but at the same time they're seriously learning
and
these
getting
skills.
exercise and moving.
Yeah.
And we baby boomers need to move.
We do.
We
really do.
that.
Yeah. It is a dance and fitness program that's easy on the knees, so it gives you the physical, but at the same time, and boomers are very aware of this, like we need to really continue to exercise our brains.
Good point. Yes.
And it's that brain-body connection where when you're doing a ballroom freestyle class where you're using the left side of your brain to figure out the patterns and the mathematical parts of the patterns. You're using the right side of the brain for the rhythm and the conceptual sense of where you are in space, and you're connecting the two. Then you're adding what happens to this hand, where do you put your left arm, what do you do with your head, my posture, my footwork, and you start putting all those things together, you're actually building new networks in your brain.
I'm so thrilled to meet you, and I want to come out and try it. I'm not coordinated that way, so you don't have to. You don't have
to be really coordinated, and it's the kind of class where it's not intimidating. It's not like you're in a ballet class. Everyone works at their own level, and it's something that everybody can walk away with something, and you get the physical and the social benefits of that program, and it's fun. And that's, like I said, ballroom freestyle, and then there's also the regular social dance class.
Okay.
But the ballroom freestyle, you should come, and I will make you a dancing diva for sure.
Ooh, I like that. We're here with Tina Mangos, a dance instructor extraordinaire, and I'm Julie Batterson with Boomer TV. We want to thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Boomer TV tonight.
Would you like to be back again?
Absolutely, next Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday night, 7:30. Tell your family, tell your friends. Hopefully those two groups intersect.
And you're on board, right?
Yeah,
You'll be back too?
I'm going to be here. Are you going to be here?
Yes.
The camera pit, is the crew going to be here? I'm seeing a lot of nods from the 5 people on our crew. So
back row.
Yeah. All right, then you at home, did you see them? They just nodded. They just nodded.
Thank you.
We'll see you then. For more all things Boomer, just visit our website. That's indieboomer.com. Indie Boomer connects TV, magazine, and radio. It contains useful information for baby boomers all over the Indianapolis metropolitan area. And you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Pick up Indie Boomer magazine at most Kroger stores and libraries. Look for us all over Indy.
Listen to Boomer Radio every Saturday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. on Freedom 95 with a rebroadcast Sundays at 7:30. Indie Boomer, for the next chapter of your life.
Boomer TV is made possible with support from
Westport Homes, dedicated to building homes for every chapter of life, with plans and details that match a customer's specific needs and style. More information on Westport Homes' lifestyle collection, including community locations, at westport-home.com.
With over 70 years of combined legal experience, Altman, Poindexter, and Wyatt attorneys serve clients throughout central Indiana with wills, trust, and estates. More information is available at apwlawyer.com.
Unique Home Solutions, serving more than 30,000 homeowners since 1983. Providing home remodeling services from minor updates to complete renovations with a mission to improve appearance and efficiency. More at uniquehomesolutions.org.